Thank you for attending our presentation. Tonight, we'll be talking about a very important topic matter about protecting Canadians in the event of an unexpected accident or sickness. Accidents happen, sickness happens. It's unexpected, and when it does, it's very difficult for Canadians to get the financing they need to pay their bills. So tonight, we're going to be talking about some concepts that will help Canadians pay their bills in the event of an unexpected accident or sickness. The main solution is real simple. You need living benefits. You need benefits that pay you while you're alive so that you can get the money you need to pay your bills if you ever get injured or sick. You see, injury happens, sickness happens, and if you're not working, you're not making the money. So you need money to pay bills when you're alive because you need money now because bills are an ongoing thing. You don't have a choice. You have to pay your bills. So that's why you need money now to pay those bills. And unfortunately, with life insurance, it only pays you when you pass away. It doesn't pay you while you're alive. So we're changing the insurance landscape from a death insurance focus to a living focus. You see, people are living longer lives these days, and they need insurance protection while they're living in the event of an accident sickness. Because we're surviving accident sicknesses, we got to focus our attention on paying Canadians when they're living as opposed to when they pass away. And the company that focuses on that is Combined Insurance. Now, Combined Insurance has been around since 1922, started in Chicago, been in Canada since 1956. That's over 60 years servicing Canadians. We're very big in the farmlands. We've been helping farmers out pay their bills because farmers have a very physical and demanding job. If they get injured, they can't work. If they're not working, they're not making money. They're not paying their bills. They can lose the farm. And now we're expanding into cities and helping millions of policyholders right around the world pay their bills. And Canada, United States is our largest marketplace, but we are a very global and international company. We offer a wide variety of product solutions like accident sickness plans, critical illness, disability, and even life insurance. Our parent company is Chubb. Chubb's been around since 1882. That's over 140 years in operation. We've been around for our last 100 years. And Chubb is the largest publicly traded P&C company in the world. That's home, auto, business insurance. AM Best is an independent rating company that rates every insurance company across Canada. It's kind of like a report card. We have an A+. In terms of paying out claims, we pay out over $26.3 billion since 1922. In fact, in 2020, during COVID, we paid over $2.58 million each and every working day. And in Canada alone, we paid out over $106 million in benefits just paid out in Canada during COVID. And some of those claims were COVID related. We do pay out for COVID-19, unlike other insurance companies. So here's a very important question you need to ask yourself. How would your finances be affected if you couldn't work due to an accident or illness? See, accidents happen, sickness happens. It's unexpected, it's inconvenient. There's no convenient time to get sick or injured. It just happens. So how do you pay your bills if you're not working? Well, my recommendation is you need living benefits. You need benefits that pay you while you're alive. And you definitely need accident sickness coverage because accident sickness coverage covers you if you get into an accident or if you get sick. So let's go over the 5 ways that our accident sickness plan is going to cover you. Now you can buy accident only, sickness only, or both. And like I said, it does cover COVID-19. The accident plan is automatically issued, and the sickness plan is a simplified issue. As long as you answer no to the questions, you qualify for coverage. The 5 ways that we're going to cover you is as follows. The first way is a hospital confinement benefit. So if you're confined in a hospital, we're going to pay you $300 per day, tax-free. From the first day up to 1 year, no waiting period. I can't wait to pay my bills. I got to pay my bills daily, so I can't afford to wait. So 0-day waiting. We pay you from day one. No income verification. We don't look at income. We're not an income-based plan. We are a time loss plan. So unlike disability, where you got to have a job and you got to prove income, we don't look at income. We don't look at job. We're also a supplemental benefit. We pay on top of EI, workers' comp and disability. Unlike disability plans that integrate with other plans, we don't. We're supplemental. We pay on top of every other insurance. We also cover you to age 85. Many plans stop at 65, but we're living longer lives, like I said. So we need protection in our 70s and 80s, especially during our retirement years. 24/7 protection across Canada, United States. 6 months, 69 can purchase the plan. That's right. Children and seniors can be protected. Yes, children do get injured and seniors do get sick. Unfortunately, that's a reality. I always say Sick Kids Hospital is full of sick and injured kids, but it's also full of healthy parents. There's a lot of healthy parents in Sick Kids Hospital with those sick and injured children. And there's no restrictions on occupation or activity. So it doesn't matter what you do or what type of job or occupation you do, you're fully protected. There's no restrictions. The second way we pay is ICU benefit. We pay an additional $1,200 per day, tax-free, on top of the $300. So that's $1,500 per day in the ICU. From the first day up to 1 year. No waiting period, no asset proof, no income proof. 10 days is $15,000, 30 days, $45,000, 100 days, $150,000 tax-free, up to 1 year in the ICU. Imagine this, ending up in the ICU because of COVID. This poor individual here did not want COVID. He didn't expect it, but it happens. And he spent 9 weeks there. 9 weeks in the ICU is over 60 days. Well, 60 days at $1,500 a day is over $90,000 in coverage. I guarantee you there is no group plan, no benefit plan out there that would pay the average Canadian $90,000 for being in the ICU. There's no question that if someone ends up in the ICU or is hospitalized due to an accident or illness, money definitely gives you more options. And having this money can definitely help you in your road to recovery. The sad reality is most Canadians have no coverage at all. So getting zero can definitely not help you out for sure. Now, the third way we pay you is recovery benefit. We pay you money when you leave the hospital. We pay up to $300 per day tax-free, the greater of 10 days or up to 3 times the number of days that you're admitted. So the more days you're in the hospital, the more money you receive. So 1 day in the hospital, we pay you 10-day minimum. That's 11 days in total. That's $3,300 tax-free. That's right. 1 day in a hospital is not $300. 1 day in a hospital is $3,300. 2 days is $3,600 and 3 days is $3,900. So you can see 1, 2, or 3 days in the hospital can pay you thousands of dollars, which will definitely help you in your road to recovery. Most Canadians will not receive this at all. Many Canadians, if they're hospitalized for even 1, 2, or 3 days, would receive no benefits whatsoever. 5 days in a hospital, we pay up to $6,000. 10 days, we pay up to $12,000. 30 days, we pay up to $36,000. And even 100 days, we pay up to $120,000. If out of the 100 days you spend, let's say 30 in the ICU, that's $36,000. That's a total of $156,000. We're talking hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars that can help you in your road to recovery. Now, what if you're not hospitalized? Well, the fourth way that we pay is either outpatient surgery or fracture, where you're not hospitalized, like day surgeries or fractures, up to $300 per day that you're totally disabled, up to 14 days. So 14 days, $4,200. And we understand you can have multiple accidents, multiple sicknesses, multiple day surgeries or fractures. We pay each and every time. The fifth way that we pay you is up to $600 for any type of ambulance reimbursement, because ambulance rides are not free. You do have to pay for them. So we reimburse you up to $600. So we pay for all 5 ways. So here's the reality. We have house insurance, so we're spending hundreds of dollars a month insuring our home. We also drive cars, so we're spending hundreds of dollars a month insuring vehicles. But what do we spend protecting our families of living benefits? The sad reality is we don't. And that's why we're here to recommend that you do protect your family. And the sad part is that most Canadians out there spend more money insuring their vehicle than they do insuring their own family. So I'm recommending you to get an accident sickness plan that protects not just yourself and your spouse, but also your kids too. It pays you 5 ways. The first 3 ways is a hospitalization benefit in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. The fourth way is outpatient surgery or fracture. And the last one is ambulance reimbursement. All money is paid directly to you on top of any other insurance. Good to age 85, no dangerous activity or occupation restrictions. And for the highest accident plan, it's only $56 a month. That's $1.86 a day. Very, very affordable. You can't even buy a cup of coffee at Starbucks for less than that. You can buy plans that are less than $56. You can get a plan for as low as $28 or even $14 a month. And $14 a month gives you $75 a day in coverage. Even that, very, very affordable. You can get family plans for as low as $34. Our family plan includes unlimited children, including newborn babies. And at $34 a month, our accident family plan is extremely affordable at $1.12 a day. Like I said, you can't even buy a bottle of water for $1.12, and you can insure your entire family for that small amount. Well worth it, because our family plans can save you anywhere from 40, 50, or 60% in savings. Now, what about sickness? I mean, COVID-19 right now is, things are looking better, which is good. But I don't think this is the last time we're going to face a pandemic. And that's concerning, because I don't believe I do believe there will be other future cases in the future. And that's why our sickness plan is so important. The definition of sickness is any illness, any disease, including complication of pregnancy, but that includes COVID-19 and all future pandemics. It's a simplified questionnaire. All you got to do is answer no to these questions. I always tell people it's not your money that qualifies you, it's your health that qualifies you. So hopefully you do qualify for our coverage. Here's the questions. In the last 5 years, have you had a heart attack, stroke, cancer, MS, cystic fibrosis, muscular dystrophy, or Down syndrome, alcoholism, drug addiction, diabetes of insulin? Now, if you have type 2 diabetes, even on metformin, we're okay with that. AIDS and a very liberal weight chart. As long as you answer no to these questions, you qualify for coverage. Notice there's no smoking question, no rate decline question, and no family history question. No nurse will visit you. No one will come to your home and take blood samples or urine samples, and no nurse will call you. That's right. It's a simplified questionnaire. As long as you answer no to these questions, you qualify for coverage. Our family plans are extremely affordable, like I said, but it covers unlimited children, including future children too. And the newborns have automatic coverage at birth. So if a child is born with a medical issue, that child has automatic coverage with no proof of insurability. No other company does that. To be able to insure a child with guaranteed issue coverage is absolutely priceless. What about people with pre-existing conditions? Yes, there are many Canadians, unfortunately, who have pre-existing conditions and cannot get coverage anywhere else. We will protect them. The only fact is that there's a 2-year pre-existing clause for that current condition. That's it. Otherwise, they can get full coverage. So even if someone has kidney issues, someone on dialysis, or someone who's got lung damage, or someone who maybe has blood disorders, organ donors, organ recipients, even people with hepatitis, Crohn's, lupus, Lyme disease, sickle cell anemia, asthma, even someone with type 2 diabetes, epilepsy, or someone suffering from depression can get coverage. Parkinson's disease, sleep apnea, even if you're hooked up to a sleep apnea machine, or gout, or autistic children, or kids with autism can get coverage. Even a COVID-19 survivor, or someone with malaria, or high cholesterol, or spleen or thyroid issues can get coverage. The fact that we could even cover individuals with pre-existing conditions is a true blessing. Most companies will not even insure anyone with these conditions. That means anyone out there, even if they have sickle cell or Crohn's or lupus or kidney issues, can get coverage. The only catch is that there's a 2-year pre-existing clause. So for the first 2 years, we will not cover that individual with that pre-existing condition, but after 2 years, they get full coverage. That's right, full coverage after 2 years, including that pre-existing condition, up to age 85. And as an individual ages, naturally their current condition is not going to get better. It's probably going to get worse, unfortunately. That's a reality. And the fact that we can fully insure that individual after 2 years with that condition is a real blessing for sure. There are so many Canadians out there that are not aware that this plan even exists. So please, if you know anybody out there who has these conditions, spread the word, because they're looking for coverage. They just don't know where to get it. It's not even an issue if these individuals are sick. They are already, unfortunately, sick with this illness. It's not even a question of if they're going to be hospitalized, it's when they will be hospitalized. The fact that we will cover these individuals after 2 years is truly, truly good. So what's a strong financial house? A strong financial house involves savings, debt management, and insurance. You need car and home insurance. But the foundation that supports that house is living benefits. You see, without a living benefit foundation, how do you pay your bills? You're going to have to tap in your savings. You have to deplete your savings. You're going to have to increase your debt load, borrow money, even credit card debt. And how do you pay for your car and home insurance? How do you pay for your life insurance? So a strong financial house is supported by a strong foundation of living benefits. Without that strong foundation of living benefits, a simple accident or sickness can derail your home and knock it down. So please look at what you have right now. How strong is your foundation? Do you even have a foundation of living benefits to help you pay your bills in the event of an unexpected accident or sickness? The need to pay our bills are real. People have to pay their bills no matter what. Injury and sickness is a reality too. We try to be careful, but people do get injured. People do get sick. The key though is to find a solution to properly pay these bills in the event of an unexpected accident or sickness. Unfortunately, for many Canadians out there, they may feel they are protected, but they're not. Once you look at what you have and you realize that your life insurance may cover you for life when you pass away, your car insurance protects your car, your home insurance protects your home. But what do we have to protect ourselves if we get injured or sick? And the sad reality is many Canadians don't have protection. So please look at what you have and realize that you may not have the coverage you have to protect you in the event of an accident or illness.